Hello, hello, hello. Good morning once again. Welcome to the Friday Mix Back. It's Friday. What is it? It's a Friday Mix Back, and we are here to vibe together and think together and drive to school together. You know, it's a wonderful day. It's a brand new morning, and I'm happy to be here. Good morning to you. So before we begin, I'm still reminding you of the webinar. If you are on the subscribers page, my Facebook subscribers page, you have a different rate, and you guys should use that link. If you are not, then this is the link to use. And yeah, and that is the only option for them. This is the link to use, and I will encourage you to use it. If you do the payment, please send me the, how do we call it, the screenshot of your payment. Yesterday we had a lot of disputes where some people made payment from their bank account in commercial bank, but we were not seeing the transaction ID. So even though the monies have hit, we couldn't tell which money is for who. All right, we couldn't match the payments to anybody, and we had about three people who were confused like that. So I needed the transactions IDs in order to be able to do the matching. So please, if you do the transaction from your bank, make sure you have a screenshot or something like that, which will help us to be able to match the names to the payments. I know some people are paying on behalf of others, which is a very good thing. I mean, the fact that you are not coming does not mean you cannot pay for somebody. You can pay for somebody. If you know a teacher who is coming and you think he or she would need this, please make sure you help a brother. In fact, or meet them halfway. Listen, if you cannot even pay, make sure you reach out to me. We can work out something. If you think you are actually coming to the US this year, if you know other people who are coming, I've told you it is not only for those on my page. Even if the person is not on my page and he is coming with any other agencies, trust me, you need this. All right, you need this. The agencies will do their best, but we are putting together this webinar to give you like behind the scenes, closed door meeting, pillow talk, and the kind of things we'll be talking about. A lot of you will have to hear it, and you have to make sure you are prepared for the job up here. The job is not easy, trust me. The job is not for the faint-hearted. All right. So we'll be doing a lot that day. And I'm glad and I'm happy and I'm excited for it. Let's meet on Sunday after church, 6 p.m. nicely when everything is settled. Make sure you are finished cooking, you are finished settling down, and let's have this interaction. And make sure you come with your notebook and your pens or your pencils. I'm gonna inspect all those things. Your writing materials. We are going to inspect it. We don't want you leaving this webinar and still be confused. No, we don't want you to. Trust me, we don't want you to leave this webinar and still be confused. So take down notes, make notes of some good, solid points, and make sure you have your laptop or your phone ready as well. If you are using your laptop for the webinar, you need to have another one or open a new browser so that you can be working alongside. We'll be sharing some websites, sharing some links, all those things you need to have them bookmarked on your laptop, or if possible just write them down. If you are alone or in your free time, you can actually go and look at them. All right. So please spread the news, share the flyer to as many as you think may need it. Okay, as many as may think may need it. It is not only for people on my page, even if they are on another page and you know they are coming to the US to teach, please share these flyers to them because they will need this webinar. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. We never had anything like this. If we had people talking to us this way, we would have never made certain mistakes or would have not walked on certain grounds. All right. Charity, good morning. I know you are ready. You are poised for Sunday, right? Yeah, a lot of people have made payments. In fact, those I've even started with already. There are some group who have even had a taste of what we're going to talk about already, and it's been good. All right, it's been good. So they know what I'm talking about. Hamid, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. How is the fasting going? Kenny to the power 5. Kenny Riches. Your name is an international name. It's it's a quality name. Oh yeah. Mukaila. Assalamu alaikum, Mukaila. How is the fasting? Please, are you praying for me? You guys should pray. Pray that I make $1 million. Kwagu. Miliano. Kwagu. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much for the support. You guys should be ready on Sunday. Please, I don't want any consumic internet too. I don't want any consumic internet connection. If you know your internet is not interneting, please go and get TableNet. Go and grab some correct connection or Starlink. I don't know if they have given Starlink the permission to operate in Ghana yet. Go and get some Starlink and come and join the web now. We don't want any long story of my internet is tripping. Let me go and connect to the neighbor's internet. No, please. We don't want that. We don't want that. Raymond, Charlie, Tete, everyone, good morning. Paulina to the power 6. Paulina to the whole Yasi. Mr. Paul to the whole Yasi. Yesterday, I shared a screenshot of one of our guys here. In fact, he made me laugh and laughed. A day before, he was so scared, and we had to talk. And I told him, "Look, it's a done deal. Your visa is already granted. So just walk in, have a conversation with the visa officer, and take your visa home." He was still scared. I said, "Master, relax." So we went through some 1 or 2 questions, and he became confident. And he went yesterday. Then he sent me a message that, "Oh, it's been granted. Oh, I'm in the trotro," and I'm just singing praises. The people don't understand. I say, they will not. And that feeling, it's only few people who know and understand it. Yeah, K understands it, and K knows. That feeling, it makes your head sweet. You don't know whether it is honey or it is sugar or no. That one is a good feeling. The trotro meat, even if you don't think that, you give him 100 Ghana cedis, I say you should take. you be doing good by heart, Philip. That feeling you get when that visa is granted, you sit in the car, then you shake your head small. Then you are looking by the roadside, you are like, you don't know. You don't know where I'm going. Bukaila. Amen. Look, if I have more money, why not? I will not even charge for webinar. If I have $1 million, no, the webinar, I would rather be giving money for people to come to the webinar. So pray that I get more money, Bukaila. Stone, Assalamu alaikum. Still understand that feeling when they grant you that visa and you are in a Trotsky and you are going home, you are watching the people fully in the car, you are looking at them. You're looking at them and then you are smiling. Then you look in the window small and you shake your head. You know, because you can't believe it. It took 1 week for somebody who was given the visa to get out of the euphoria. In fact, 1 week, he said, Mr. O, I sit in the house and I look at my neighbors, then I look at the compound and what they are doing, then I shake my head, then I laugh. I say, yeah, that is a feeling you have. That feeling is different. It's different because you are poised to come and experience something better and something different. Is that okay? From what you have been experiencing in your home country. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Trust me. Whoever tells you traveling is not good, he's lying to you, and he's telling you a lie. Because even our prophets and our pastors who tell us, "Oh, stay here, God will bless you," they travel. They travel to some of these countries to go and preach, and they get honorariums, big fat envelopes. So don't let anybody lie to you. I'm telling you. Aram. Oh yes, I've. Oh, for the Facebook, it's not me. Oh. For the Facebook subscription, it's actually Facebook that handles it. Meta handles those payments. So I don't handle any of those payment platforms for Meta. Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have a Facebook. Maybe Facebook has to understand that people are in Africa. We don't have a. But Aram, don't you have Visa card or Mastercard? Your bank, I think all banks now issue Visa or Mastercard, so you can use that to subscribe, right? You can use that to support the page. All right, Paulina. Oh yeah. Paulina, don't worry, lah. Your own will come. That day, you dance and dance and dance and dance. You forget yourself. You forget yourself. It's very, very important. Stone. Oh yeah. You're already flying. Ah, yeah. You lost. You lose appetite for dinner. I'm telling you. Some people forget to even eat. Mm, they forget to eat. When they get home, they are not even hungry because that moment you don't feel like eating anymore. You know. Yeah. So today is Friday. Today we are talking about habit 5. Habit 5. It's a very simple habit, and I'll not spend so much time on it. And I believe we all understand what it is. As you can see, the topic on our page, habit 5. Habit 5. We've been talking about the 7 habits of effective or successful people, the things they do, the things we can also do to help us achieve those effectiveness and those success. Hey, we support the whole Yasi. We support the whole Yasi. We support the whole Yasi, the whole universe. Hey, Mr. Paul, the day you land in America, I'm sure you'll be looking at them. You just be smiling, sir. That one is the Nunu State. Nunu State, that me down they smell. Mr. Paul, I'm waiting for the day you land. If you say, Mr. Oh, I've landed, I want that message. I have landed. It's a wonderful feeling, eh? Congratulations, Mr. Paul. Congratulations. So do it. Do it because it's very dry. Why don't you have one in your bag? Eh? Take it. Okay, you take it. The face is very dry, so do it, okay? Mr. Paul to the whole Yasi. Mr. Paul, I'm praying and waiting for the day you said, Mr. Oh, I've landed. That one, don't worry. We'll know what to do. Yeah, Mr. Paul. The habit 5 that I want to mention briefly is very simple. It's very simple. Let me take the last message before I start. Someone who got UK left. He packed and forgot many things he would wear. Now he's buying something. Paulina, trust me, if you are coming, that is why I'm telling you that you need this webinar, because look, there are things you don't need to carry. Don't bother your head. You understand? Don't stress your mind about carrying unnecessary things. No, no, no. Nobody needs it here. He or she doesn't even need it though. Trust me. He doesn't need those things. You get better ones. You go to Primark or you go to Debenham, you get plenty shit. Is there plenty? Is there plenty? King Felix. King Felix, this morning we are talking about the habit 5 of successful people. And that habit is what? Seek first to understand and then to be understood. It's a very simple concept. Very simple concept. And a lot of you may have overlooked it, but today I just want to reiterate it for you. All right? Paul, good morning. Sid, good morning. Happy Friday. You see, there is a simple reason why God gave us 2 years and 1 month. Very basic. I don't want to go biblical this morning. I don't want to go into deep spiritual things this morning. No. A very, very, very simple concept. God gave us 2 years, 1 month. It's a very simple concept. In communication, it tells you listen more, talk less. That's it. That is habit 5. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Listen more and speak less. Trust me, listen more is not just about listening. You know, when we all did communication skills back in the university, right? And there's one simple thing they taught us: encoding and decoding. So they said communication between two people. All right, good. But now we have developed it beyond two people. We know that you can communicate with yourself. All right, you can communicate with yourself, either psychologically or you guys can have meeting. You and your mental people can have meeting in your head and do plan. That one is there. But communication is between two or more people, right? There is an encoder. You are the one speaking or sending the message, and there is a receiver, and that receiver receives the message and must decode the message. Okay, I mean, we communicate through so many means: writing, reading, speaking, all that, right? Those are the modes of communication. So I can communicate with you guys by writing things on my page. Yes, you read. I can communicate by speaking, as I'm doing now. I can communicate by singing, and even non-verbal communications using my hands. But if you are using the speaking communication method, you must first seek to understand and then to be understood. Now, what does it mean? It's very basic. When I speak, as I'm talking now, a lot of you are listening to me, but you are not paying attention. Yes, a lot of you are listening to me, but you are not hearing me. There's a difference between listening and hearing. Yes, all right, Prince. There is a difference between listening and hearing. And look, most of teachers who are coming here, that has been our problem. The children are listening to us, but they can't hear us. Oh yeah, yeah, they are listening to you. You can see your lips going up and down. They can hear you, but they cannot. They can see that you are talking, but they cannot hear you. What is hearing? Hearing goes beyond just listening. You can hear with your mind. All right. When people are talking, I've trained myself to be able to hear with my mind and with my heart. It puts you in a different realm than just waiting to respond to that person's message. Most of you sit on a lot of webinars, a lot of training sessions, and you don't get anything. Why? It's because you have a passive way of listening to whatever is being told. You don't, pursue, or you don't pursue understanding while the speaker is speaking. All right? You don't pursue understanding. You rather go to just listen. And you see, as you are listening, you are waiting to reply. That has been our quest as humans, and especially Africans. The next moment somebody is talking, the reply that we will give to the person is what we are thinking about. The reply that we will give to the person is our main focus, not what the person is actually saying. What our reply will be has preoccupied our mind at that moment, that all you are thinking about is, what will I say to this person? What will I tell this person? Is that okay? That is our quest. That is our quest. But you see, seeking to understand first and then to be understood tells you that make sure you get the message that I am giving you. Then you can be well informed to ask the right question or to give me the right reply. I am encoding the message. You have to decode it properly before you can also give a reply. So the encoder, I send the message, you receive it. And after receiving the message, you have to decode the message. Decoding the message before you can properly reply. If you don't do these things, you realize that you'll be going ahead of yourself. You'll be asking questions ahead of yourself that you are not supposed to be asking. Or you'll be asking questions that are irrelevant because the person may have said a thing in a different perspective. Most of us listen to speakers, and all we want to do is to put our situation in the person or whoever is speaking. So sometimes you go to church or you go to a gathering and somebody's talking. You're like, how did this person know all this thing about me? But the person is actually not talking about you. Trust me. Sometimes the person has no idea who you are. He's not talking about you. He's not talking to you. But you find yourself in that particular message to the extent that now you are blocked. Your whole faculty is concentrated on that some anger will come in you. Then you are like, why would this pastor be talking about me? Why would this preacher man be talking about me? Why would you go and, after telling him this message, why is he going to preach about it on the pulpit? Blah 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 blah. Then you are angry. So the anger in you blocks all your senses from decoding the very message is given. I know some people are angry with me on this platform. People come to Facebook, this guy, forget about him. I know. Even after the Telegram page, I saw a lot of anger. A lot of people, they actually showed me their red teeth. Yes. They showed it to me gone like that, raw, because it actually brought the beast in them. That Telegram page that I took down, it brought a beast in some people, and they had the opportunity to tell me nonsense. So apparently, all the time that they have been here, they don't listen. They don't know. They were not hearing me. They were not paying attention to what I was talking about. Yeah, they come here all right. They interact all right, but in reality, they are not doing anything. So they are only waiting for an opportunity to tell me their peace of mind. Yes, there are people like that. So all these things I'm talking about, right? Oh, Face, I'm doing fine. Yes. Tope, I'm telling you the fact. A lot of people don't do that. They come here, they come with a certain mindset and a certain occupied, whatever they do, you can talk about it. Prejudice, let me say that. A prejudgment of who you are or what you are going to say. Then they want to fit it into their own agenda, and they are so bitter, they are so angry to the extent that the very basic, simple message I'm presenting, no, that one is not their focus. Yeah, in fact, seeing my face alone makes some people angry. You don't know, Oh, try it. Look, students, for instance, like teachers who are coming here, students, for instance, will tell you, Mr. Oh, when I come to your class, I get pissed. I get angry, man. They just don't like you. Yeah. And you see, they are not scared to hide it. They can tell you, Mr. Oh, you are a nice person, you are a good person. I just don't like your class. That's it. He has told you his peace of mind. That's it. He said, yes, not you as a person. I like you as a person, but your class, I hate it. Then you try to decipher. So you have to be very careful to listen and to hear them. Look, these students talk a lot. But if you are not somebody who have a hearing heart and a hearing mind, you always listen to them, but you don't hear what they are talking about. You understand my point? It's a whole lot of things that are embedded together. Some are battling anxiety, some are battling stress from the home, some are battling a lot of things. So sometimes even non-verbal communication tells you a lot. Non-verbally, they communicate a lot of things to you in the class, and you must be quick to decipher it. That is the training these visa officers they have psychologically. They train them to read body languages. Oh yes. So when you go and stand before them, they look at you, they look at the things you've written, then they ask you the same questions. And if you are lying, they know you are lying. And they'll just say, we are sorry, we deny you the visa. You come here, teachers, students, they read body. So I'm telling you, these things are things we teach them, these habits. And we go into details every time we are teaching these things. Because they are being prepared for life. They are not being prepared for a job. No, they are being prepared for what? For life. So at the end of the day, they need to understand some of these things, and it helps them in their businesses. It helps them in their human, because you are going to be interacting with the humans a lot throughout your life, unless you want to stay on an island all by yourself. But no human being is an island. So because you are not an island, you will be interacting with people. And how do you interact with people? You seek to first to understand what they are saying. Then you can pursue to also what speak. If you don't understand it, there is no effective communication that's going to happen. You know, people go to forums, go to programs, and the next they always want to ask a question. Hey, Mr. President, why is this? But probably the person, if you have taken your time to listen, to understand the person who is talking, you realize that, all your there are times I go for professional development. I've written all my questions down. I've written all my notes. But trust me, by the time the presenter finished talking, and I just shelve all my questions. Sometimes my principal will say everybody should leave their ego in their classroom and come to the meeting. Yeah, because if you go with your ego, there is nothing that will get into your spirit. No, you are not going to. You are just going to be hearing. You are just going to be. I mean, you see noise. You see their mouths opening and blah blah blah. There's nothing you take from there, and that is very unfortunate. So one skill, and you see these things. Top CEOs, top professors, they pay big money for them to be taught this thing. The art of negotiation, the art of communication, the art of sitting in a negotiation. That's why there's some big people, you sit with them on a negotiation table. By the time you get up, they have given you what you go with. This product is $2 million. By the time you leave, they are paying you $1,000 because you lost the whole plot. And they do body language. They study body language. And sometimes when you go, they have experts in the room who will be communicating to them. This, he's fidgeting. It means this. He's doing this. So it means this. So they do all these things. And once they understand the kind of person you are, so their quest in the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes is to understand who you are. They want to get into your brain. They want to get into your whole being. Once they get into your hobby, they know that maybe you are hungry, you are so desperate. They see desperation in you. That is what some of these scammers use. Once they see desperation in you, they will chop your money. Ethel, I am doing wonderful, Ethel. Faustina, good morning to you as well. Benedita, Charlie, what's up? I am doing great, Benedita. Once they see desperation in you, you communicate desperation, and they have been able to successfully understand that you are communicating desperation. They will capitalize on it in negotiations, in business transactions, in visa, in anything, even school applications. Even once they read your statement of purpose, right? They're like, no, this guy is too desperate. If he goes to Dubai, he will not come back. Stone says people with premeditated viewpoints can be harmful. The ability to listen helps you to judge things from a very fair angle without prejudice. And that is our problem as people. Mm? That is we don't have listening techniques. All right. You first have to listen, decode, understand, and then you can actually hear them. Do you know that you can be in a room full of people talking? You think you are actually hearing them, but you don't. Yes. They'll tell you, I can't hear you. You are talking, you are talking very loud, but they say they can't hear you. Why can't they hear you? If anybody tells you, have you been told before that I can't hear you? It means you are just making noise. There is distortion in your communication. It's noise. And once it becomes noise, there is no way anybody can actually have a meaningful communication with you. As teachers, seek to understand your students first. Then you will be able to get them to understand you. Because if you don't understand them, that is your breaking point. If you don't understand them, how are you going to even communicate with them? That is why the number 5 says seek to understand. So first of all, you pay attention, listen, hear them out, and understand them. Seek to know what is their problem. What is their problem? What is their fundamental problem? Then you can now begin to what? To communicate your side to them. And then they will definitely understand, because you are communicating from an understanding position, a position that gives you the process. Oh, you know what to tell them, you know what to do. You understand? we don't. Sometimes we listen enough, but we don't hear anything. Yeah. You know that sometimes you can be in the church, or you can go to a program. The person will talk and talk and talk and say, me, I didn't hear anything. No. Say, you didn't hear anything? Yeah, I didn't hear anything. No, then you have a problem with your head. You say, no, I don't have a problem. I didn't hear anything. He talked and talked and talked, but truthfully, I didn't hear anything. You understand? Let's go. So that is one skill that I will employ all of you, and I will encourage all of you to develop. It transcends, this particular skill transcends every area. You will now even if you read certain materials, you will now begin to understand and appreciate it better. You understand? You appreciate it much, much more better. Yes, you appreciate it much, much more better than how you used to. Change the way you communicate to people now. Change the way you appreciate messages. Look, I don't just listen to any message. At first, I was consuming anything, but now I am very selective of what I listen to and what I can hear. In fact, I can listen to a lot of preachers, but some of them I don't even hear them, because I have not tuned myself into what they are saying. All right. And unfortunately for us, because we hear certain things about certain people, we have a prejudiced mind, premeditated viewpoint about what they are going to say. Oh, yes, there's a difference between hearing and listening. Is that okay? We have a premeditated mind about who the person is. Assuming I became so familiar with people. Oh, Benedita, I know what he's talking about. Me, Stone. I know what he's going to talk about. They say, okay. No, that man, I know him. But we sometimes you just have to put the knowing aside. Some of you, fortunately, knows me behind the scene of Facebook. So you see certain things and you're like, oh, see this guy. Oh, really? That is who he is. Now, when you come to the public space and you want to listen to me, you come with a different mindset. But there are some also who will go all out and have a premeditated mind. Look, there are some people that if I say I don't want to listen to them, I will not listen to them. But until I took my time to really understand them, then I was like, I'm making a mistake. This guy is talking a lot of sense. He's saying a lot of deep stuff. But because of what you heard from a friend, because of what you heard from somebody, you're like, this guy, he's not going to say anything better. It is very dangerous to do that. As you are preparing yourself, even as a teacher now, as a businessman, as whoever, as an entrepreneur, as whoever you are, there is one thing that will help you in this life. Seek to understand others before you would demand to be understood. Seek first. The first thing is, let me understand them. You see, when I came first, I never understood these kids. Yes, I never understood. Look, I was just operating as I was in Ghana. I never took time to understand. And you know, back home in Africa, we don't take time to understand our students as teachers. Let me talk from the perspective of teachers. We don't. Even nurses, doctors, they don't seek to understand who you are first. But they want you to also accept and understand that this is what they are giving you. And that is a problem. You understand? Here, even if you are talking nonsense, the doctor will listen. He will listen. He will listen. Before you ask you one question. So when you do this, what happens? At the end of the day, sometimes they will realize that you don't even need medicine. Are you aware? That sometimes people they go there and say, no, you don't need medicine. That is why sometimes they can give you a raw water. They can inject you raw water. Then psychologically you are fine. Why? Because they understood they understand you, the human being. That this person doesn't need. The person's belief is at this level to the point that all he needs is something for him or her to feel that he's been taken care of. So that's it. Placebo. That's what the scientists will call it, right? Placebo. They can give you water in place of an injection, and you think it is an injection. And by the time you realize the person is fine. Oh yeah. So please, I'm encouraging you. Okay, there's no friends saying. I'm encouraging you to start being empathetic about listening to people. That is the only way you can connect and understand them better. We talked about being proactive. We talked about beginning with the end in mind. We talked about putting first things first. And we are talking about seek first to understand and then to be understood. It cut across even in relationships. If you don't seek first to understand your partner, in all kind of relationships, so you guys, Stone can tell me that we have symbiotic, asymbiotic relationships. We learned all this in the science, Abby. We have parasitic relationships. If you don't even understand your parasites, you don't know how to deal with them. No. You need to be tactful. You need to understand what kind of parasite do I have, and how do I even tackle them? How do I solve the problem? You understand? And the mathematicians of old will tell us even understanding the question is part of solving the question. So a lot of us goes to examinations and we fail. We don't understand. We have gone to interviews, we fail. But you ask yourself, do I even understand the question being asked? Samuel, good morning. I'm okay. I'm more than okay. Today is Friday. I am more than happy. But Anita says some people want to. Oh yeah, some people. The moment you take them to the hospital, they are fine. Yeah, they are fine. They are good. And sometimes once they go to the hospital, they see some nurses, they see some doctors. They're like, hospital is a wonderful place. Then they are fine. Then they are fine. But some too, they need the injection, they need the infusion, they need everything before they can also heal. Stone, you are laughing. You need to understand your parasite. Even your if you have a parasitic relationship, you need to understand your parasite first before you can even help them or before you can solve the problem. If you don't, you see, because we don't understand them, we are always fighting. Mothers don't understand their children. Children don't understand their mothers. They don't understand because they are here, you are here. The stages are different. Look, sometimes I seek to understand this girl, my daughter. I just ask the question. I then look at her and I try to place her in the level she is and all that. Try to do all the things so that I will understand the reasoning behind her doing this and that. Sometimes she does and I'm like, why would she do this? But I've realized that it is because I'm not understanding the stage of life she's in. We don't understand these children. We don't understand their struggles. We don't understand their concept. We don't understand where they have been or who they have been with and what they have been through. So at the end of the day, we prejudge them and we judge them wrongly. You understand? And that is a problem. That is a big problem. Today, what I'm leaving you is with very simple. Seek first to understand before you are understood. All right, I'll read some few messages, then I am out of here. Mhm. Ibrahim, good morning to you as well, Ibrahim. Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan Mubarak to you. Assalamu alaikum, Ibrahim. I believe you are praying for me as well to get my $50 billion so that I can help a lot of people in the world. Stone, thank you so much, Stone. I beg your friend, your lady friend who is here, let her get in touch with me, all right? Let her get in touch with me so that you can ask her today. It's now 7:51. If she's not in school already, just text her, let her get in touch, and let's see what, because even teachers who are here need this webinar. Okay, they need it. It's ongoing. They need it. Most of them are still struggling. Most of them are still struggling. Benedicta, so at the end of the day, guys, if you don't understand me on this page, I will also never understand your messages. So, so let's learn it. It's an art. Communication is an art. Let's learn it. Let's help ourselves. Let's communicate well. Written communication, spoken communication, non-verbal and verb, all those communication things that you guys know about. Seek to learn them and understand them better. That way, you become a better listener. You listen more and you talk less. You listen more and you talk less. 2 ears and 1 mouth. That is what God did. Eh? George, yeah, 50 billion. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. Ah, 50 billion. Lie. The day I'll win that money, what will you do? That day, I'll sit quietly in my class and I'll just be laughing. I'll laugh the whole day with these children. I'll just be laughing. I'll just North Carolina lottery is now about 725 million or so. I mean, I've forgotten the lottery, the Powerball lottery now. It's more than 500 million now. Sometimes I look at it and say, Omo, if I don't win this money, plenty lives go change. Plenty lives go change. Yeah. I have some deep-seated hard desires that I want to fulfill to people, It gets to that point where there are certain things that come your way and you realize that it is beyond you. That money will never, 50 billion will not come to me for me. No. I know. I'm just a custodian. Those who are close know me. There is something I've written on my WhatsApp status. It's been there since 2019. It's not on status, my about me, right? On my WhatsApp. It says a prayer answered is a burden placed. If God answers one of your prayers, he has placed a burden on you. Yeah, think about it. A prayer answered is a burden placed. One answered prayer becomes a burden to do another thing. So I know if God gives me that 50 billion right now, I lie. It is not for me. Me, how much can I chop? How much car can I buy? How much houses can I buy? I just do some 1 or 2 investments. Make sure my children are taken care of. The rest is not for me. In fact, sometimes even all of them are not for you. But until you come to that understanding that 50 billion is not for you, it's deep. It takes time. It takes time. Good morning, George. Thank you so much. I wish you the best as well. So, guys, let's keep praying. 50 billion, project 50 billion, more than 50 billion. We need more than 50 billion. You know what that 50 billion can do? A lot of lives will be changed. A lot of lives and a lot of destinies will come to benefit from that money. All right? George, oh, yes. So, guys, I love you all. I wish you all the best. Those of you going for interviews, I wish you the best. Those of you who have already been placed, I wish you the best. Those of you who are still waiting for responses, look, keep trusting and keep believing. You will definitely get a response. Trust me, you will get it. If not this year, you will get it next year. If not, look, don't stop believing. Don't stop trusting. All right? Yes, he has brought you this far. He will not leave you on the way. All right? Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day. And we'll meet again maybe tomorrow. And if we don't, Sunday, the webinar is on. We will definitely be in what? Communication. I love you all, and adios.